has been a minute. My name is Lori. I'm cruising for treasure. And today is my, I'm going to show you my what sold over the weekend. This is across several platforms. I'm an online reseller. I buy things hopefully for cheap and sell them for a lot. Mainly I sell on eBay. That is my primary platform, and then Poshmark and Facebook and Mercari occasionally make an appearance, but typically it's eBay, then a little bit of Poshmark, and then that's it. Now, due to various life circumstances, I have not pushed as much into eBay over the last, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks, and my sales are really reflecting that. So if you're tuning in to see like massive wins, it's just not going to be here today. That's just the reality. This is just everyday bread and butter things. So if you want to see what is selling currently, right now, real time, this is it. Now we did have a holiday weekend. Unfortunately, that did not mean that I have more sales to report. I had a total of, are you prepared for this? 11 sales on eBay for a holiday weekend. That is horrendous, so bad. And then I had 1 sale on Facebook and then 3 sales on Poshmark. So not great. I'm just going to get that out of the way, but let me show you what I had. Because it is a lot of fun stuff, and really honestly, it just kind of gives the overall cozy vibes that people are really looking for this time of year. November going into winter, holiday season, maybe people are shopping for gifts or whatever. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to show you the thing that's right on top here. This is a Poshmark sale, and this is super dry. Guys, this sweater is literally so soft. It's just gorgeous. It's a deep V-neck sweater, size medium, and this sold for $22. And honestly, this brand just does not sell for me. I have come across other ones of this brand, and I just haven't picked it up because that was sitting in my closet, not selling. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting notifications on my phone. So sorry, let me turn it over so I'm not interrupted. Okay, more cozy vibes from Poshmark coming up. We had a pair of Kookaburra by UGG boots. These are kids size 1, and these sold for $19. I did pick these up for $2.50 at Goodwill. They had 2 pairs, and they didn't sell like at their regular price. So when it was the color of the week was 75% off, I was able to pick them up. So $2.50 into $19 on Poshmark. Absolutely. I really wish they had been my daughter's size, but they weren't. She's just a little bit too big for that. So sadness. Okay, next is another cozy item. This is LL Bean. This is their Wicked Good and slippers. This is like a moccasin with the, I don't know, the ankle height on these slippers. These sold for $25, and I'm actually not sure. Let me look up on my spreadsheet. I'm not sure exactly how much I paid for these. I don't think they've actually been listed for very long. Let's see. So I paid $5, and yeah, they've been listed since September, so that's not bad at all. And let's see, did I get them from a thrift store or, oh, I left that line blank, so I don't know where I got it from. $5 into $25 on Poshmark. That's not bad at all. Okay, now let me show you my one and only Facebook sale. It's actually kind of cool. It is 2 needlepoint, crewel, well, I don't know. Well, I guess they are kind of cruel. Hummel style boy and girl, embroidery, whatever you want to call it. These sold for $20, and then the buyer pays shipping. I actually really enjoy selling shipped items on Facebook because it's really easy. The problem is that the algorithm on Facebook is horrendous. It's so bad. And so just their whole system is not great. I'm sure there are people who make a full-time living selling on Facebook. I am not one of them. I cannot figure it out for the life of me. It's annoying, to be honest. I'm just thankful for every item that sells, and then I just move on. Okay, so next, continuing the cozy theme on eBay, we have this San Croix shop wool blend vintage sweater. So this sold for $27.50. Fun fact, this came from my hoarder house haul. So I do have a whole playlist of videos of those. Basically, I'm unloading items that I got for free, and that was part of it. So $27.50, not too shabby. This item, this is fun. This sold and was returned because it didn't fit. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's Ellie Tahari velvet blazer, and this time it sold for $35. Hopefully it fits this lady nicely. It's just a gorgeous blazer. It did fit me. It is my size, but I just don't have the occasion to wear it. So I don't go to a fancy holiday party. One of the perils of being an entrepreneur, working for myself, yeah. And that my husband's work doesn't do like seasonal parties or anything like that. So anyway, moving on. Okay, next, another cozy item. This is a Patagonia, I'll just leave it on the hanger, Patagonia Chinchilla fleece vest. And it does have the George Mason logo, which is why it took forever to sell. Someone sent me a half off offer and I accepted it because I want it out of my house. $15. So this, oh, there's a big old hair on it. This is honestly, I think probably the last Patagonia item that I picked up that had a logo on it, because it just took so long to sell. And I was just like, it's not worth it. It just, you know, it sits. And you know, George Mason is local to me, but that didn't help. So, okay, next item, also, somewhat cozy. This is the Vermont Country Store Red Pocket linen curtains, and these sold for $34.50. Really nice, new in the package. This brand, Vermont Country Store, is definitely a brand to keep your eye out for. They sell, I have sold everything from them, from pillows to nightgowns. They have really lovely flannel nightgowns that are highly sought after. And they used to be, I don't know, I haven't sold any this year, but in years past, they have sold really well. I've sold clothing items that are new, like in the package. I can't even take them out to like show, and those have sold. So it's definitely, if you see it in your wanderings, it's definitely something to keep an eye out for. Okay, this one is fun. I got this from an online auction. $15 is what it sold for. It's actually a stocking holder from Southern Living at Home, and it's green, and it attaches to a red holder. So I can't get the holder out, but anyway, sold for $15. I got two of them, and the other one sold I think last week, and so this one has sold now. So I've sold both of these items, which is interesting. I think I've had them about a year. I think I got them maybe at the tail end of last Christmas season, and they didn't sell then, but now they have sold this year. So cool. $15, I'll take it. Goodness, I'm getting over a cold, so those times are just so much fun, aren't they? Okay, this also goes with the cozy theme, because when you're snuggled up in your home, it's cold outside, storming, whatever. What is a fun activity that you like to do? Build puzzles. So that's what this one is. The brand is Suns Out, and these are spools of thread. Somebody's making a quilt. This sold for $14.50. Now, during COVID, puzzles were like selling out in stores, and so it actually became a fairly profitable online, because you could find them at the thrift stores brand new, flip them, you know, to online for a decent amount. But then that craze fell off, and so now I sell a puzzle every once in a blue moon. So I don't typically pick them up unless it's something really special. I definitely never pick up any puzzles that are not new in the package, for sure. But they sell every once in a while. The problem at this point is the shipping. The shipping cost is, because you're almost always gonna be, the measurements, the dimensions are gonna be wrong, because, you know, sometimes the boxes are larger than what is allowed, or before you pay the extra, whatever it's called. Anyway, but the shipping is what gets in the way. So it's really not profitable or worth my time to list them anymore. So, okay, moving on. A little trinket box. This is really cute. It's Anthropology, and it has the H on the lid, and then, you know, it's got like the little gold trim in the middle, and that's sold for $12.50. So trinket boxes, unless they're really, 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 really special, they're really not going to bring a ton of money. So you don't want to go all in on them. Like, don't pay $5 for an Anthropology, even though it has the sticker on the bottom. But you know, if you can get it for $1, $2, flip it into $12.50, it's not horrible. It's a decent sale. So let's see, the last, before I get to my postcards that sold, these actually sold for full price, which is awesome. These are Patagonia unisex wool socks, and this sold for $19.99. Now, one of my husband's, and do not judge, okay? One of our favorite things to do on date night is to go into Sierra, and he likes to smell the candles because he loves having a candle burning in his office during the workday. And I always check the clearance. So, you know, a lot of times I'm able to find at least a couple items for reselling, and this is one of them. I paid $5, sold it for $20 on eBay. And I actually got, I think, 3 pairs of this. So that's even better, because it's one listing, multi-quantity, make, you know, X amount of money for the amount of one listing. So no brainer. So that is that. Now I have a couple postcards that sold. If y'all have watched me for any amount of time, you realize that I do love to sell vintage postcards. So this is one. This is New York City, famous Fifth Avenue, and this sold full price for $4.99. This particular one came to me free of charge, so all profit. And then we have Walker Hill Resort in Seoul, Korea, and this sold for best offer of $4. And I start all of my postcards at $4.99, and then I do allow offers, and then if they put it in their watch list, I send an offer. Typically I send them a $4 offer, and that way I figure it's worth my time, because it really doesn't take hardly any time at all. You just take a picture of the front and of the back, and then I do not look up each individual postcard. I just, based on experience of what has sold quickly, so I know I can maybe raise the price a little bit because there's a high level of interest. And once you've handled enough of these postcards, you can tell what is, you know, highly priced over what is just run-of-the-mill. And I know that I am not an expert, so don't take what I say. There are definitely people on YouTube who are a lot smarter than me with vintage postcards. But at the end of the day, if I get 10 listed every day, and even if it's at my rock bottom price of $4.99, that is $50 of inventory that took me maybe 30 minutes from start to finish, from photographing to listing to shipping, all of it. That's not bad for $50 for 30 minutes of work. I'll take that hourly rate. So this is the third postcard that's sold over the weekend. This is a art print of a barn from 1979. This sold for $4.99. And surprisingly to me, that's actually what has sold a lot for me is art prints, like a piece of artwork that is just put into a postcard. And I don't know exactly why. I haven't really researched it. I'm imagining it's just perhaps art projects. Perhaps people are decorating the cubicles at work and they want, you know, like a cute piece of artwork or what. I have no idea. But the art prints actually sell really well for me. So take that for what it's worth. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it so much. If you have not yet, make sure you do hit the subscribe button. That really does help us tremendously. Cannot emphasize that enough. If you enjoyed this video, would like to see more of it, hit the like button. If you have any questions about what I have sold, or if you want to let us know what your favorite item that sold this weekend is, let us know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. We so appreciate it. We'll see you next time.